Guys, we are going to learn the topic which is nothing but the basic concept of a computer. Yes, today we are learning about the basic concepts of a computer. We are trying to you have the better knowledge about the computer, but for it you have to know the basic, right? So this is the first part. This is the first part for you. First part. All such basic concepts which are very important while using the computer or laptop. We will learn you. So don't worry, there is no problem when I am here for you. So good luck guys. Let's move toward the topic. So let us start the topic basic concept of a computer. So you have a question that computer is made up of the hardware and the software. Okay. Then what is the hardware and what is the software? You have a question, right? So let's see what is the hardware. Hardware is the physical component or the physical part of a computer. Why? What is the physical component or what is the physical parts? The parts we can touch it easily, like as a monitor we can touch the monitor, keyboard we can touch the keyboard, mouse, speaker, CPU, etc. all. Okay, so let's I show you the pictures which will help you to understand easily. So here is a given one image which can tell you what is the exactly hardwares. So hardware is nothing but a physical component. So here is a monitor, this is a speaker, this is our keyboard. So we can touch it easily, like as a CPU. CPU means central processing unit. Then speaker, we can touch it easily, means this is our hardware. Okay, so let's move on the next one topic. You got it, the hardware. So what is the input devices? Input devices are nothing but the keyboard and mouse. So what is the definition of an input device? Any information give to the computer. Okay, any information give to a computer through a device. That device is nothing but input device. Means we have to give any information to the computer, then we can present or we can give that information to the computer using the input devices. Then which are that input devices? Keyboard. By keyboard we can enter our information. Okay, by mouse we can click on that information which we have to give. So I will tell you. Then next one is the place where information is written or combined, known as memory. Then third one, that all information seen by CPU, and then the board mass finally tell to the other parts, and all the result tell by output. So let I tell you what is the meaning of these four steps. Which four steps? These four steps through a image which will help you to understand easily. So let's move on the image. Okay, so suppose it is your computer and you have to write here some information, that is a 2 plus 2, and you want a result of it. Okay, so this is our question and you have to input it. So how you can input this information? By the keyboard. This is our keyboard by which you can input your information in this computer. Then after it, computer have to write it. So where the computer write this information which will we give, then that information is written on the memory. Okay, after it all information is written in the memory, then that all information is seen by the CPU. CPU means central processing unit. Okay, and it does the board mass. So what is the board mass? You have a question that what is exactly board mass? Board mass means bracket of a multiplication, addition, subtraction, etc. Means it have to do the addition here. So that all information which is written in the memory that is seen by the CPU, that is seen by the CPU and turn the pod mass and finally tell to the other parts, and at the last all the result is seen on the monitor. So now you can understand these four steps. First is any information give to computer through a device. This is input. Then it is written in the memory, seen by the CPU and finally tell to the other part, and all result tell by output. Outputs are monitor and speakers. This is our monitor and this is speaker by which we can see and by which we can listen. That is nothing but output devices. So by monitor we see and by speaker we can listen results. That why we can call it the output. Hardware's examples are input devices, CPU, memory and monitor, and also the speaker, etc. all. Okay, so this is our first lesson in which we study about the computer, hardware, input devices, memory, CPU and output devices. So computer is nothing but hardware and software by which computer is made up. Hardware are the physical components of a computer. Input devices are by which we can input the information. Then memory, where the all information is written. CPU, that all information is seen by the CPU. Output devices by which we can see the result. That output devices are monitor and the speaker. So here are the some hardwares: keyboard, mouse, joystick, mic, reader, pen, web camera, touchpad, touch screen, fingerprint reader. Okay, bye guys. If you like the video, then share it, like it and subscribe also.